Ah, I finish here.
So if you have 4 or 5 nights, I would definitely have a go here on the canal, and then maybe you want to fish a lake. The problem with most lakes is that night fishing is not allowed, but
seen anything?
No, lost 1 carp last night, and a couple of eyed, but that was it. So, probably give it an hour or 2 and move on.
Daytime don't catch me here.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, late at night.
Yeah.
Where do you come from when you went in this park?
He lives in Essex. I live near Birmingham.
In Birmingham.
Last night turned into more of a social than fishing, to be totally honest. Krista Clerk and Gio from Monkey Climber both came down, live local to the area, and had some great stories over a few beers. Unfortunately, the only fish we did hook, managed to lose it. The leader actually cut through on that, so a bit gutted about that, bit down in the dumps, but this fish has totally made up for that. Big Belgium common. 27 pound on the scales, fought like a demon. Have a look at that. There we go. Truly a wild fish, made up with that. 27 pounds, it's a massive fish for this water. Couldn't ask for more than that. Big thanks to Gio and Chris. All the advice, all the information, couldn't have done it without them. There we go, another Belgium Canal common. Not quite as big this time, but still caught really hard. Same spot, same rod. Take came just as we were cooking chips and steak for dinner, so we'll get this straight back and get some grub.
Come on, the only time I want this break to burn this. Yeah, we have rod. Oh, is that the tip? Oh, well, we have a tip section. Still got a braid. Sudden realisation that there's about £700 of hard-earned cash sitting at the bottom of the Austin Canal. And we... Oh, you should have set your drag tighter. That's it. No, just send them a text. No. I'm shaking, man. I'm shaking. Not the one, is it? I mean, you always wonder on the bank when you've got a lot of kit out in front of you and you think, what am I going to do in that sort of situation? I'm going to do this and this. 4 AM, it all happens so fast, and someone just runs off past your bivvy. You don't sit there and go, oh yeah, I'm going to batter him with a bank stick. It just isn't going to happen.
Just going to expand on what you've just seen on that footage. Bit of a mad one really, and we're kind of sat here trying to work out what the hell actually happened ourselves. It's like some kind of bizarre dream we've had. But yeah, to try and kind of sum it up, basically, this is like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's still dark, but you've got the kind of street lights behind us. I wake up to like a couple of beeps on the alarm. Obviously, assuming it's just a fish, open my eyes, and first thing I see is just a guy standing there holding a rod. So obviously he's come along, whether it's an opportunist kind of thing or just some geezer who's planned it. He's got my rod. First reaction, obviously, shout, jump out of bed. With my rod, he throws that down the bank, and you've got kind of a drop off that's like 3 or 4 foot, and it goes down right into probably 10 foot of water. So chance of getting that back, I thought at the time, pretty slim. Start chasing him. There's another rod along the bank, which was Callum's. As he goes past that, he kind of throws that in the bank. I'm kind of stood there thinking, what the hell's going on? And he's kind of just belting off down the bank. Callum kind of wakes up as he goes by, and he's in the same, just absolute in shock of what the hell's just happened. So it's one of those things, doing stuff like this, you're fishing areas you don't know, you're obviously not local. But yeah, a bit of a reality check really, that it can be a bit dangerous, and just be prepared for it all.
We reeled in this morning quite early. We went round to Chris the Crew to swim, had a little chat with him, picked up a nice jungle CD from our new DJ friend, and now we are on our way to a little lake in Belgium. We had some amazing finkendels and some proper Belgian fries. Yeah. Incredible. If you come to Belgium, sample the food, very good. Between this, we've only had a couple of hours sleep, so this is going to be a kind of a new exploration for us, but also a chance to actually get our heads down for a few hours, because yeah, we're really running on fumes here. So we're currently in the car park, just a bit away from the lake we're choosing to fish. It's quite busy, and again, another one which we shouldn't be fishing. We're told there's some pretty good fish in there.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a good stock of decent fish as well, which is nice. By the sounds of it, they're kind of averaging mid-20s, that sort of size, but there's quite a few 30s and a few bigger than that as well. But yeah, it sounds pretty savage fishing. You're kind of hiding in bushes away from obviously being spotted, and then you're fishing up to like structure in the water, so you literally hook and hold. We've been told it's going to be a case
jungle warfare.
Hook them, hold on, walk back, and just get them out into open water, and otherwise you're losing them. So it's going to be pretty savage fishing, to be fair. So we're just getting all. So we're tying up rigs,
heavy duty rigs in a car park not far away from the lake. Obviously we can't tie rigs up down there because we're not even meant to be fishing, so we need to get down there
as it's getting dark, as everyone's kind of
Operation Diffusion Camo,
as everyone's kind of petering off and getting away from the park.
Apparently there's police that come round with a spotlight to check to see who's around. So
yeah, that's like midnight raid, and then got to be obviously hidden again by morning when people start reappearing. So it's going to be an interesting one, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll sneak one or two out.
We've learned a lot about Belgian fishing, and quite a lot of it I like.
All of it's legal.
Not much of it's legal. Did you read that? I said another one bosh out.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, there's been a few, but yeah, kind of situation as it stands. There's actually, we didn't know this was going to be here. There's a rope halfway across the lake which kind of pretty much cuts you down to like 40 yards range. Obviously they're using it as like lines for the swimming kind of in the lanes. I don't, to be honest, know if they're actually going to move it or not, so we're kind of waiting to see if the rangers are going to clear that out of the way. Obviously then we can fish where we want to, but on the bright side we have seen a couple show this side of it. But yeah, everything we've been told so far is it's at long range, as pretty much as far as you can fish on the water. But yeah, so we've seen a couple close in, so if they don't, it's not a total failure. I think we've still got a chance, but it'd be nice if they do move it and we can obviously get on the hot spots.
Last night passed quite uneventfully as the ropes never got taken out of the lake. We spent hours walking around the lake with our gear stashed in the bushes. We couldn't see any rise, we didn't see, we didn't hear any splosh out.
The only ones we did see were in the area we wanted to be fishing, but obviously because of the ropes we couldn't
reach them.
Check the area that we could fish actually behind the ropes, and it was just so weedy you couldn't present anything.
And it was incredibly deep, which isn't really the optimum area according to everyone. So because we've only had 2 hours sleep after that ordeal last night, we decided just to get some shut-eye and re-evaluate the situation in the morning. This morning we've turned up what I can only describe as the Belgian triathlon. Lots of white swimming hats up and down the lake, and we seem to have timed it incredibly badly.
About as bad as it could get. Into speaking to people that fished it, they've never seen anything on this scale, especially with the ropes out. They've never had that problem, so I think we picked the one time where you just physically can't fish it. But hoping that by tonight they'll all be done with, they'll have took the ropes and everything away and we'll be able to fish it properly. That's
the positive from the situation. If they are finishing up tonight, then that probably will be clear. The water will probably be a little stirred up, so that could be good.
But if not, we are kind of stuck here for another night, probably fishing for not a lot of reason.
Yeah, fishing in areas which aren't good, but then again, that's fishing. There's always going to be problems, and it's all about solving them. So we're going to have a proper reconnaissance mission back round the park, see if we can't have some kind of backup plan, and take it from there, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an easy one, is it?
No, not by a long shot, but Belgium, here we come. It's not too much to ask for, is it? Swimming nearly done my line. For a minute, as time was ticking, I really thought this buck bait was going to go, no, not today, but there's one in the net. Precious on.
Yeah, to start with, a case of locking it down. As you've seen, just walking back, just try and get away from the danger. But it's out into open water now. Hopefully, shouldn't be too bad. Still got all the weed to deal with as well, so let's see what happens. Big tent shaking its head.
Pest control then?
I don't know. It doesn't feel that big, to be fair. See the first head down in the weed. Just a little car.
It's alright little mate.
I got a bit bigger as it got to the net. There we go, that's one in the net, got Callum still in the sling, and there's 2 rods still in the water. So we'll get these weighed up, get some pictures done.
Okay, on the scales she's gone £25, absolute crazy fight, just hooking and pumping as hard as possible to try and get it back from the spot. Yeah, £25. They did say there was some lovely looking fish in here, and this is exactly it. It's still a bit lively, as I did rush to get it in, of course. You can actually see that there's a load of brown bait in the mat, so they've definitely been troughing it. Rods are back out on the spot, but we've got to leave soon, so there is the chance of another fish, but probably not that likely.
But yeah, we were just saying how nice all the fish are, proper Park Lake fish these are. We were saying his looked a bit like Basil from Yateley. So if that was called Basil, this one is definitely going to be called the Fat Lady. Proper belly on it, a little bit empty, probably from spawning, and very lively. We'll rest it in the net because Callum had a take just after we'd weighed this, so he went in the recovery sling for a few minutes, and he's obviously recovered. Real odd shaped hole, this one. Little Belgian character that is. So yeah, probably seen that as we were just doing the video of that fat fish, the 25. Couple of beats, this rod, one rod was kind of bouncing on the tip. That didn't feel that big. Turned out to be a tench, about 8-9 pounds. Literally within 20 seconds of picking that up, the other rod went. And this is this one. Absolutely screamed off. Don't think it's as big. Looks a long lean fish, to be fair. Long as that. Another long, lean Belgian common. Really pushing a look a bit here. Probably should have been off earlier than this. The park's starting to fill up, but not being funny. When you're catching fish like this, we'll put up with a bit of aggro if it comes. But look at that. That is a common that all commons aspire to be.
And Rich has got some admirers.
There we go.
They took a nice photo of you.
Yes, I'm going to be Belgian famous.
This is what we're dealing with. Swim is an absolute carnage. Cameras, nets, rods, no rods in the water, rigs are done.
What do you think? Time to go to Holland?